Mansa and I'm an intersex woman. When I joined GPL, there was something that did not happen. I think in Indian history, as we celebrate Pride Month, there is one more history that was created, that a trans person, an intersex woman like me, was hired for direct sales team loyalty and referral.
Hi everyone, my name is Rochelle Pinto. My pronouns are she and her, and I identify myself as a trans woman. I currently work at Godrej Properties in the HR department.
Hi, my name is Narendra. My pronouns are he, they. I identify myself as a non-binary individual. I have been interning with the Godrej Properties under their Pride internship.
हेलो, मेरा नाम काजल है। मैं उतना नहीं, माँ बाप मुझे बहुत चिल्लाते थे, मारते थे। हाँ, तू लड़का है, लड़के में रहे, लड़की के पास क्यों जाता है?
I was born and brought up in Bhilai, Chhattisgarh till I was in 12th. Mostly from 6th standard, I got to know that there's something different going on inside me. There's something different that is not socially accepted as of now.
I used to tell my parents that I'm not comfortable with these girls' clothes and all. Felt like I am trapped in some wrong body.
Born in the slums of Bombay in Khar. I think the doctor told my parents कि आपके घर पे छक्का पैदा हुआ है. Nobody knew the experience of what an intersex child looks like or what it is. They've never heard.
I come from a conservative family where all of the aspects in my life had been planned for me and were fed to me as a norm, be it my education, my marriage, or my lifestyle. I was always aware of the consequences when I would come out to my family and my friends. When I started earning, that was a point where I decided that I should come out to my family, and it did not go as it was planned. My parents started controlling me adversely. They started cutting me off financially, and they had created such huge pressure on me to quit my job that I had to quit it, and I was at home under their control for 2 months.
मी घरून निघालो तेव्हा पहिला पुण्याला माझ्या मित्राकडे होतो म्हणून पुण्याला हॉस्पिटल आहे तिथे मला लिफ्ट सिक्युरिटी म्हणून पण घेतलं होतं तर त्यामध्ये नंतर त्यांना समजलं मी ट्रान्समॅन आहे तर वॉशरूमचा इश्यू करून असं सांगून मला येऊ नको म्हणून सांगितलं.
So a simple gossip or simple secret like this could spread in your neighborhood within days. They used to call me feminine, they used to call me kinner, took a toll on my mental health a lot at that time. That is when the problem begins, because when you are alone with your thoughts, it just feels you want to cry and just scream out loud that this is who I am and just accept me as I am.
Half of my life I had gone through doing sex work or begging on the streets of Mumbai, becoming a part of the community. I was not accepted in family or in society because always people looked at me with that you're different, you're something else.
There's always a lot of staring, a lot of curiosity in everyone's minds as to what is this creature that I'm looking at. So earlier I used to get very bothered by it. I met a stranger once. I just happened to casually mention, I'm so sick of people staring at me all the time. And I remember even today what he said is that think of it this way. Maybe दुनिया की सबसे खूबसूरत और नायाब चीज़ देख रहे हैं. Now whenever I look at people staring at me, I just feel maybe they're seeing something very beautiful.
On the day one when I came to Godrej Properties, I've seen my own colleague in my department who was a trans woman. She was so much navigating the whole floor by being herself.
I used to work in a call center earlier. I was a trainer there. I had given additional interviews to ensure that we grow furthermore. But they actually, the HR team had to come and tell me that how will the people you're training be fine with your gender? How will they react? They will start drawing a perception about the company. So we don't want to promote you so much right now. Maybe once you are able to change all your documentation, all your name change, your gender change is completed, we can tell them that you're a woman.
People used to reject my CV and used to reject me in interviews saying that, oh my god, your personality is very confusing. We cannot hire you because this role is for female and you don't look like a female. So I used to be like, no, I cannot change my personality just because I have to get the job in your company.
a question that kept arising, that why intersex people or why transgender people cannot do anything, because I've always believed that gender and skills are two different things that they cannot go hand in hand.
We are not different. We are just treated differently at different places. When I go outside, I can see the difference. People would stare at you, someone would just pass a comment, or someone will just draw a perception about me basis of my gender. However, when I walk into Godrej, it's not the same. It's basically, you're just like anybody else, any other human.
In GPL, you're just a normal employee. GPL me, you don't get special treatment as such. But I mean, I like the normalcy of it. I like feeling like, oh, okay, here I'm not gonna get stared at. Here I'm not gonna be marked as, oh, this is this person. I'm just an employee.
I had reached out to my friend Jamini. I had reached out to her pleading to help me find a place or just an employment. And then she had gotten me this chance to do an interview with her. I still remember the instance where I had asked her ki what should I wear as a formal, and she had told me that anything would be fine as long it is just formal. I had asked her ki is it okay if I wear a skirt, and she said yeah, you can wear it. And that was one of the best moments that I had in my life, knowing that I am walking into a workspace where I will be accepted no matter what.
A very basic yet a very crucial step that they took is in all my email addresses, in any communication. So my customers, when they're interacting with me, they do not need to know about my gender. They just need to know that I'm a relationship manager, and everywhere it is my chosen name. So that little step has helped me to gain a lot of confidence.
The other best thing I saw here working with Godrej Properties Limited was when I walked in Godrej Reserve side. I saw this cafe. This is Equality Cafe. This is run by queer and trans people only, and in association with the Trans Cafe. So this is one of the best thing I saw here. People are being given opportunity to work and to earn for themselves.
आमचा 8-9 वर्षापासून रिलेशन आहे, 2017 पासून रिलेशन आहे. तर तिने शोधून काढलं की मला पण स्वतःला माहीत नव्हतं की मी कोण आहे, काय आहे. म्हणजे आपल्याला कळत असतं की आपल्याला बाबा हे करायचं, पण असं वाटतं की कोणतरी आपल्यामध्ये घुसलंय का, असं वाटायचं की आपण काय वेगळं आहे का. पण एवढं जाणं ना, तर ती यूट्यूबला बघून सांगितलं नाही, तुझा असा विषय आहे की तुला कसं वाटतंय, म्हणजे नेमकं तुला कसं राहायचं आहे. मी म्हटलं नाही, मला मुलासारखं प्रॉपर राहायचं आहे. तर तिने यूट्यूबला सगळं शोधलं, सर्जरी वगैरे होते हे तिने मला हे केलं. आणि नंतर सर्जरीला तीच बोलली की तुला स्वतःला वाटतंय ना तर कर, असं माझ्यासाठी करू नको.
I always felt like a woman. I felt like, the feminine side of me was always there.
I used to study in a girls' school, and that was the most challenging part of my life. I had to wear the girls' uniform and all, because living like this with this body was very uncomfortable for me.
Last year, May 13th is when I completely came out socially as a trans woman in my company and to all the stakeholders, to everyone in Godrej. And I started my medical transition, that is HRT, hormonal replacement therapy. It's really not easy for anyone to go through the medical changes, as much as you feel euphoric that you are embracing your true self, you are reaching your goals, you are going towards the destiny, but the journey is always not very even.
After the transition happens, there are a lot of changes that the body goes through, and a lot of hormonal changes also, because you're under so many hormones, and there are medicines, there's so much that's going on with your body and your mind. Sometimes that person would become a little irritated or unhappy, but I realized that people around who worked with her, I could observe that they were very patient, because she had to take a little time off. They were able to cover up for her. They were able to ensure that she does not feel that, while she is not at work, her work is not being done.
तो 3-4 साल में घर छोड़ के चली गई थी, मेरे गुरु के पास रह गई। मतलब उनको मैंने सारा मेरा दुख बताया, तो मेरे को बोले कि आजा बेटा मेरे पास रहे, संभालूंगी तुझे।
For me, allyship comes from small things, for small gestures. I was always conscious about my voice, like how I sounded on the phone, because in my earlier company, it used to always be a problem. Whenever I used to talk on the phone, people used to get confused. But now that my customers know that, oh, she is Miss Kashish, so she is Kashish. That's it. We don't have to ask any questions further. And even if whatever my voice is sounding like, they don't care. They address me as ma'am, they address me as Miss and she, her, which is fantastic.
Actually, I was not doing well mentally and I just spoke out to her. We were speaking in private and I told her about what I was going through and she was like, don't worry. I am there for you whenever you need me. Just come and talk to me or give me a call even at night, I'll be available. Just don't think you're okay. And I was very, very happy.
Whenever I'm having conversation with my team and I tell them ki, oh, I was thinking I should wear a sari to office one day, and one of my colleagues just goes like, why are you not doing it then? You should go and do it today, or you should just get yourself a sari and wear it today. I'll help you wear it. And that sometimes knowing that, ki I can wear a sari to my office, I will have someone or the other helping me out, talking about my private things with my colleagues in office, getting their ideas, getting their opinions on stuff, learning how much sensitized they are and how much are they willing to learn from my experience is also something that I'm very happy about.
It was last year was my first Pride in Godrej, and I didn't know how it's celebrated, but the HR called me and said, it's your first Pride, what do you want to do on site? And I said, I want to do a sensitization program because a lot of people still know me as trans, but I think they should also know the struggles of LGBTQ people. And we had a nice Pride event that was organized by HR in my own Vadala organization. We had the dhol and everything, and we had taken a literally Pride march from our team till out of the gate to say that we are an inclusive organization.
So since the time I started my HRT, right, whenever I go for the reimbursement or whenever I buy a tablet, the estrogen tablet, I think of Godrej as a mother giving me go and buy this for yourself sort of a thing. That sort of relationship has brought with the company to an extent where my transition is taken care by Godrej. My the willingness and the obsession to be myself is taken care by the company.
So we for sure know that every organization has its pros and cons, and that remains with you. But what matters is what the organization does next to make it more inclusive, and that is always what Godrej has done to make it more inclusive. It has taken those feedback seriously, and next step it has gone ahead and made those little changes that are invisible through your eyes but matter a lot through the heart.